Friends, welcome to my channel Industry Trends and Analysis. My name is Prashant Bhatnagar and it's my constant endeavor to bring to you the latest trends in businesses across the globe. As we all know that these are unpredictable times and we are living in fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of the infection, fear of touching someone, fear of being touched, fear of being infected and infecting family and friends, fear of bringing back the virus from travel overseas, fear and more fear. And that suspicion and that fear will take dollops of good news on multiple fronts over a prolonged period of time to abate and be totally dispelled. Till then, travel and tourism are literally in the doghouse. The travel and tourism business especially is on its knees worldwide. Country borders are sealed, cities are at standstill, flights are grounded, cruise ships are docked in harbors, trains are stationary, buses are not flying, hotels are shut, restaurants are shuttered. No one knows when the fury of the virus will abate. No vaccine is in sight. People are cloistered in their homes. Social distancing is the new mantra. Masks and gloves are the new safety accompaniments, and no one is even thinking of a holiday. Countries like Italy and Spain, even Germany and UK, and of course the US that have recorded large number of corona deaths may not have too many takers for tourism in the near future. China too looks like negative territory for now. Indians are greatly fond of travel to Europe, but some of that fascination may recede because of all the bad news that has been coming from the continent in past months. It will take a bit of a time for those countries to regain their charm. Already Zoom meetings have become the norm. Corporate advisories are out in most multinationals, negating travel. A significant portion of companies are actively seeking both to reduce business travel and to cut the number of employees commuting even to the workplace. 66% of businesses worldwide have set targets to reduce the volume of internal travel. 60% of businesses have targets to cut trips to suppliers. 66% of businesses have targets to lower the number of journeys to clients. And 65% of businesses consider video conferencing as a viable alternative to business travel. Things are not looking good. Meeting, incentive, conference and exhibition market will go into a coma for a while. Most big global events, conferences, launches, festivals, seminars, symposiums, conventions have already started to get cancelled by end February itself due to COVID panic. The spectator sports were the first casualties. The Olympics got postponed by a year. IPL was cancelled. Wimbledon scrapped. And then the cascade started. Well, everything is cancelled or postponed. It is going to be a while before the enthusiasm for large gathering events will reignite. The flagship events of 2020 were surely the Olympics in Tokyo and the Expo in Dubai. Both have been pushed by a year in the hope that the world will link back to normalcy by mid to late 2021. No one can tell. In any case, till a secure vaccine is found and COVID looks conquerable and controllable, mega world events may lose their sheen. With so much uncertainty, shut borders, grounded flights, shuttered establishments, job losses, recessionary economy, uncertain school terms, holidays seem a distant frontier for now. Global travel seems bleak, domestic prospects may be somewhat better, but the holiday mood at this point is not buoyant enough. Leisure may find other avenues for now. India was becoming an increasingly large group travel market for the first-timers and middle-class families, both for reasons of affordability and safety fears. This segment is likely to shrink significantly. This summer is almost done for, too early for winter predictions. By the end of April, just in the US, the impact of the coronavirus on the travel industry was expected to add up to a loss of 5.9 million jobs and US $910 billion in travel-related economic output. That's 7 times the impact of 9/11, and it has only started. In India, the picture could be even more dismal. 7.5 lakh Indian students were studying in universities abroad in 2019. The number could well be closer to 8 lakh this year. A large number of them rushed home from wherever they were studying before airports were shut and flights suspended. Some are attending classes digitally today. Most are just twiddling their thumbs with no clue on continuation of terms or new admissions. Many may go back this semester this year. Worse, a lot of the well-heeled crowd of parents and families that invariably travels for graduations at this time of the year will not be going anywhere. With administrative directions on mass gatherings being issued across states with the detection of COVID-19 case in Amritsar, closure of the Tirupati, Vaishno Devi and Shirdi temples, and the calling off of Friday prayers at the Bada Imam Bada in Lucknow, Even the gods are out of bounds for people. Most religious destinations saw a sharp decline in numbers by mid-March itself. Puri, Ajmer, Coimbatore, Govardhan, Hospet, Kartarpur Sahib all sputtered to a close as the faithful kept away. On Akshaya Tritiya, there were zero crowds at Kashi Vishwanath. Globally too, pictures of Mecca circulating on the net without any Hajis. Older folks were becoming serious travelers over the past few years. Many retirees, having taken care of other family responsibilities, were finally picking the many offerings of Thomas Cook, Kesari tolls, and heading out to Andamans and Coorg at one end, or choosing to do exotic Europe in 14 days. Their newfound liberation may get heavily tempered by the fear that older humans are more susceptible to the virus. So better to stay home for now. Fully traditional domestic travel destinations like Himachal, Ladakh, Goa, Uttarakhand, Andamans, even Pondicherry have remained largely inert to the virus. So much of the honeymoon and holiday traffic may stay within India, which is surely a silver lining in an otherwise gloomy scenario. Unfortunately, Kerala and the Golden Triangle of Delhi, Agra, Jaipur are pretty badly impacted. But in a disaster situation, as they say, whatever gets saved from the inferno is a bonus. The Virushka wedding took place just a little over 4 hours south of Milan in a historic property in Tuscany, South Italy. Deep Veer were wedded at the picturesque villa in Lake Como, Italy. Not just celebrities, upper middle India was increasingly getting married in Hua Hin, Koh Samui and Krabi in Thailand. 800 weddings in 2019 alone. Well, much of this euphoria is likely to ebb. That's good news though for Udaipur, much of Rajasthan actually, Goa, Kerala and the likes of Nimrana and Ananda in the hills. Full trips was an emerging market for some years now, especially with rich kids headed to study tours, courtesy, indulgent parents and status-driven hoity-toity schools. Looks like this extravagance is going to get curtailed out of fear for safety of the kids rather than affordability. Friends, nature will triumph. In all likelihood, nature and wildlife will be preferred over monuments and history in the months ahead. So the hills, the sea resorts, wildlife reserves and slightly isolated locations will win over crowded favorites. This may benefit all the camping and outdoor brands of ITC hotels, Taj and Oberoi, and Airbnb accommodations and homestays. With the government likely to mandate that the middle seat in the economy be left empty to maintain social distancing, airline tickets are headed northwards. However, if demand falls dramatically, airlines may not be able to push up prices. Some say a 50% hike is likely. In fact, travel insurance will get costlier too. But with 33% of people less to carry, many airlines may allow higher baggage allowance to attract and retain customers. Luxury hotels may come cheaper, with demand likely to remain sluggish for some time ahead. The luxury segment may have no choice but to reduce tariffs. Lower occupancies and lower room rates will be a double whammy for the starved chains. Tough time. Cruise business too is going to be a big time sufferer. Hometown tripping will be a big segment. It may not be a major contributor to travel, but dwindling of travel options elsewhere will push up the hometown travel quite significantly. Food and beverage consumption will be impacted. It goes without saying that with low occupancies in hotels and general dive-in travel, food and beverage will take a significant hit. Restaurants will see diminished business due to social distancing, and banqueting will face challenging times with weddings becoming smaller and the conference business going into slow gear. Lockdown and the prolonged stay indoors has helped most people introspect. Most have decided to slow down or pursue passions long forgotten. So cycling, vacations, sailing, walking tours, hiking, fishing, and lots of the simple pleasures may surface as reasons to holiday, but holiday differently. Health farms, spas, nature villages, these are all newer opportunities for those in the travel business. Friends, as you all know, Indians are known to be shopaholics. The reason Bangkok, Dubai, our favorite destinations are not just because of the sightseeing, but because of the shopping. Even group travelers traveling on Indian tours to Europe actually get exclusive time to shop. With travel itself getting curtailed, these shopping binges will also have to recede till better times. So friends, to sum it up for this video today, the 5 key factors, however, in the overall travel scenario that will drive all of the above trends will be safety, as both perception and reality will matter. Government may introduce mandatory health checks. Third, there will be no compromise on hygiene. Fourth, those brands that will stand for quality will win. And last but not the least, value, that means good value for good money, will be the new mantra.